Welcome to Scare Talk, a horror movie podcast for horror film reviews, ratings, rankings, and rumors. Now for your hosts, Danny, Joel, and Katrina.
Oh yeah, this is Scare Talk. I am Danny, and I'm here with Candy Katrina.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Okay.
Maybe I don't get it to yours.
I wasn't doing that for any specific reason, but
I can't wait
Katrina.
to tell you why. I get
Okay.
it. Okay.
And we got Jackhammer Joel.
Oh, okay.
Hey guys, what's up? Jackhammer.
I don't get that one. I was thinking like Jet or something.
Oh yeah, Jet would have been.
Jet engine, Joel.
Yeah.
All right, so we are starting our first series of 2024.
Yes.
And we did put up a poll on social media.
Yes.
You were either going to vote for us to do Child's Play, Paranormal Activity, Friday the 13th, or Final Destination. And
you guys chose correctly.
It was a very close call.
It was very close.
With Final Destination and Paranormal Activity both coming in very close.
Yeah.
But my vote did not count.
Yeah, Katrina voted, so her vote was removed, and therefore Final Destination was the winner. So
would that have tied it up?
Yeah, it did.
My
vote tied it up.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. No,
I wanted to do Friday the 13th because I have this cool box set.
That was the biggest loser. For
no, I do want to do that one. I kind of want to wait till closer to the show comes out. Crystal Lake comes out. But that's going to take us a while to do, so I guess we start that at any time.
Yeah.
But
well, spoiler alert, we will be doing all of them probably eventually.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We got it.
So don't worry, guys.
Yeah.
We will get to Paranormal Activity.
But we are doing Final Destination. So we're going to start with the first one from 2000. And Joel, can you let us know who is a part of it?
All right. So this one stars Devon Sawa. He was in Idle Hands, The Fanatic with the John Travolta movie. 16 episodes of Chucky. Speaking of Child's Play. He was in Casper.
Yes, he was.
For a minute. He was Casper.
Yes, he was.
And he was in the Eminem music video, Stan.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was also in Wild America. I'm
not going to give away his entire filmography.
I know, but I had to say, because that movie was total heartthrob movie as a kid in the 90s. So
it was a good one with JTT, Jonathan Taylor Thomas. I think he was in that. Yeah,
he was.
But I'm not going to say all of the movies because he's been in a lot. He's done a lot.
Yes, but that is the movie.
Then we've got Ali Larder. She was in House on Haunted Hill. Heroes for 56 episodes. She's one of the main characters. I love that show up until the last season. The last 3 Resident Evil movies, the ones that not this last one, but the whole 6 or 7 movies that they did. She was in the last 3 of those. And Legally Blonde.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Then we got Sean William Scott, who plays Billy. He's in the American Pie movies. He's in Ice Age 2 through 5. Apparently, I didn't even know they made 5 of those movies, but they did. Wrath of Becky, which was a sequel to Becky that came out a couple years ago, and Role Models.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites of his. This was written by Glenn Morgan It was written by a couple people, so he's one of them. He did the screenplay. He wrote The One with Jet Li, the 2006 Black Christmas, 17 episodes of The X-Files, and Final Destination 3.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah. And we have Jeffrey Reddick. He did the screenplay and story. He did a TV movie called Return to Cabin by the Lake, Final Destination 2, and Day of the Dead. So we will be talking about this guy, both of these guys again at some point. James Wong, not Wan, not to be confused with a different writer-director, wrote the screenplay. He wrote American Horror Story, 14 episodes, 21 Jump Street for 30 episodes, the TV show, and Final Destination 3 and The One. And this was also directed by James Wong, who directed The One, Final Destination 3, and Dragon Ball Evolution.
Oh, okay.
Which I heard was a very bad movie.
Oh, man.
I've never seen it. I'm not a Dragon Ball person, but I heard it's really bad.
Okay. All right. Well, death stalks Alex Browning and a group of high school students who survived a doomed airliner.
Wow.
Okay, so Katrina, can you tell us what this, or not what it's about?
I will tell you more about what people thought about it. So Rotten Tomatoes gives this 36%.
Oh, dang.
Wow, Rotten Tomatoes. Come on.
Rotten. But good news.
That's like Night Swim, like level of.
Yeah, it's a little higher than Night Swim, but Night Swim was in the 20s.
Oh, okay, okay, that's right. It was.
So, but the good news is the audience score gives it a 68%.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
The audience knows what they're talking about. Critics don't.
According to Joel. And IMDb gives it a 6.7. So pretty much the same as the audience score.
That's really high.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
IMDb.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So people like this movie. I'm excited to talk about it.
Okay.
See what we think.
Cool.
But before we get into talking about it,
I
have been yawning. I am getting tired. And I am feeling just run down for the day. So instead of keeping that way, I'm going to take my liquid IV. So I've been using this whenever I'm getting kind of run down. And it is fabulous. Oh my gosh. The other night I could not stop yawning. And I still had to do meetings on Zoom, and I did not want to keep yawning all through the night. Had some liquid IV in my cup, and wow, I was good to go.
All right.
So I'm going to try that out tonight and see. You guys can see if I yawn through this episode.
All right. Got your frother?
Yeah. And I think Danny has, this is my favorite way of doing it. But I think Danny has a deal for us.
Yes. So if you want to get your electrolytes lifted, because this has a lot of electrolytes, more than you'll find in a sports drink, then you can check us out or check out our code. So, real people, real flavor, real hydrating. Get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code ScareTalkCode at checkout. That's 20% off anything you order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code ScareTalkCode at liquidiv.com. Yeah.
Yeah, and they have all different kinds. So some of them are like specifically for hydration, but then there's also ones for energy and everything. So check out all the different kinds that they have. There's even one for sleep. I haven't tried that yet. I'm excited to try it sometime. Okay, that's our whatever it is. That's our little talk for that.
Okay.
Now you guys can test out and see how energized I am.
Yep.
It's our ad break.
So if you have been keeping up with us, then you would know that we're doing a spoiler-free section for all of our episodes. And then if you are a Patreon member, you'll get the full episode with spoilers included. So if you are watching or listening on Apple, Spotify, or YouTube right now, then it's going to be a shorter episode. So go over to Patreon, become a member, and you can get the full thing plus extra content as well.
Yes.
So let's get into it. This movie, I'll start, is a nostalgia movie for me. I think a lot of my score is going to be based on that, which I hate doing, but it's a movie that I've always liked. I've always enjoyed as a kid when it came out. I was 13 when it came out. I remember watching it with my dad on VHS. We rented it. Or no, it was actually on DVD because there was a special feature that you could find out when you're going to die.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. My dad did it and he wouldn't tell me. He was like, that freaked me out. I'm not gonna. I bet you if I asked him today, he probably remembers.
Oh, wow.
What it was.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Anyways, yeah. So it was a DVD. It was probably one of the first like DVDs that we watched,
Mm.
actually.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because it was 2000, so it wasn't. DVDs weren't around for too long before that. I don't think. I don't know.
Yeah, not really. Yeah.
So, anyways, I always liked it. I always thought it was fun. The idea of like escaping death and then death coming for you was always kind of fun, a fun idea. And now watching it as a 36-year-old, it's kind of like rewatching I Know What You Did Last Summer.
No.
Okay. To me, it's kind of like rewatching I Know What You Did Last Summer. Where it's like this movie that you like thought was so amazing when you were younger. Then you watch it now and you're like, some of the behavior of these characters is just kind of weird. Some of the writing is weird. It's still fun mainly because of the death scenes are so over the top and ridiculous.
Yeah.
That you get a good laugh out of it. This is in no way a scary movie.
No.
But I have fun with it. But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, this isn't that great of a movie. As far as like a movie, the acting, the writing, the directing, all of that. It's a little weird, not very well done, but the concept and the deaths are pretty cool. So, Joel, what do you think?
Yeah, I can agree. I don't remember when I saw this the first time. I do remember that DVD though. I love that. There's a couple of them in this franchise that had something similar, DVD wise. But I've always loved the concept of this movie, of these movies in general. But just like, most people have a fear of flying because they're afraid their plane's going to crash at some point. Like it's a natural fear to have because it's happened before. So it was an interesting way of starting a horror movie. Yeah. Having your having the big thing that happened in the first like 10 minutes of the movie be a plane crash, and having people get off the plane and then die in mysterious ways. That actually has happened a couple of times that I've read about someone who got off a plane and then the plane crashed and then they died in a car accident like a week later. So it's one of those, yeah. Now it's like that's a Final Destination moment right there. But but yeah, so and it's obviously coincidence. It's not like death was after him or anything, but not like this movie. But yeah, the characters they're okay. I liked Devon Sawa and Clear Rivers is her name, which could have chosen something better than that. Parents were hippies, obviously, but she was a cool character. Most of the other characters though were just like, I mean, they were there just to get killed off anyway, so it doesn't really.
Why was that guy so mad at Alex? Like the whole movie, he was like,
because he's a
pissed at him.
bully.
Like, he just wanted to fight him the whole movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
there's
he
no
was
reason.
like the jock,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and
It's just so stereotypical, like
Yeah.
just too much. It's like, okay, there's no reason for you to want to fight him right now. Like
yeah,
on the plane, like come on, man.
well, but he already like seemed to like not like him.
yeah.
Like,
hmm
so any reason to fight him, like, is
Yeah.
reason.
He's like
Um,
pushing Billy around too, like what
Mhm.
the entire time. So
Yeah,
like the
poor
characters
Billy.
aren't great, but like they're they're characters. I don't know. It's just the main thing for me is how the characters end up getting killed off in this film franchise. So like, I like to, I know in like horror movies and stuff, I like to have a connection with the characters so that you feel something when they actually do get killed off. But this is an exception for me just because it's not meant to, I don't think you're supposed to like a lot of the characters in this franchise. They're just there for death scenes or whatever. But so yeah, I've always enjoyed this movie. Is it great? No. Is it even very good? No. but but it's entertaining, and that's really like all I can expect from a franchise like this. So
Yeah.
It was an original
So-
idea for sure.
Yeah.
When it came out.
Yeah.
And it's really cool.
Yeah.
Idea.
Yeah. So here's the thing. It was a good story, a good idea, a good concept to the movie. I like the idea of Final Destination, of like cheating death and can you and that kind of thing. So the storyline is good. I as a kid, I loved Devon Sawa. This movie, no, not as good. The acting in this movie was quite terrible. The writing or whatever it is, yeah, no.
Felt very 90s.
The acting was very weird.
Yeah.
And the I think the one character I probably enjoyed. Well, no, I think I had two characters I enjoyed. The Stifler character. I don't
Billy.
remember his name. That was
Billy.
Billy.
That's Billy.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then who's the other guy? Then the one who is friends with Alex.
Oh, his friend Todd.
Yeah.
I think.
Todd. Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
So I like those two guys.
Mhm.
But aside from that, no. It,
What
the
about Clear?
Clear was annoying as heck.
I liked her.
She
I didn't
was
like the teacher. The
completely
teacher
annoying.
was really annoying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the teacher was
Or
horrible.
the student teacher, whatever. I don't know. She didn't seem much older than the students, so I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I say no. Right away, I was like, no, when you say it's like, I know it did last summer. But then as I think about it, well, I was 15 when this movie came out. And I remember enjoying it, but it wasn't like nostalgic for me to watch.
Mhm.
I Know What You Did Last Summer. I was 12 when that came out. That is nostalgic. That one. So when I watch that, I'm like, I still love watching that movie. And I don't think that the acting is horrible. I don't think it's I think it's still holds up for me. But that could be the nostalgia.
Mhm.
Where this
Well,
movie, I'm
They're
like,
better act. Yeah. I know
Yeah, I
this
mean,
one
it's
does
better.
have better actors in it than this movie did. So it's
Yeah.
the acting definitely was better, and I know he did last summer than this one. Just because I think at this point, even Stifler, like American Pie came out in '99, the first one.
Yeah.
So even he like wasn't big or anything like that. Like none of them Devin Sawa was a child actor, so I guess he's been around for a little while.
He was in the magazines and everything, but he was always overshadowed by JTT.
Yeah.
But I always had a heart for Devin Sawa. But
like everyone else's career started like after this movie, so
when I say it reminded me of I guess what I'm saying is it reminded me of rewatching I Know What You Did Last Summer now, and recognizing as a movie it's really not that great. Still
but
fun,
I think it is that good.
It's
a good movie. I could watch that one again and again and not be
I guess I
annoyed
just
by
had
it.
a different view of the movie when I was younger than I do now. Like I always thought Freddie Prinze Jr.'s character was like the hero, but he's kind of a pushover throughout most of the movie. Yeah. So it's like just those things where I'm like, okay, that movie was different than what I remember.
Yeah.
Same thing with this one. It's fun for the kills, but the writing, acting was weird.
The thing that's fun about these movies and this movie in particular is like the kills are just so over the top
funny.
and so much fun to watch.
Yeah.
And so that is the fun of this series.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably what we'll like talk about throughout the whole franchise.
Oh yeah, that's really all the franchise is known for.
It's that first scene. What are they going to escape?
Yeah. What's the premonition?
You can remember that for each movie, and then what are some of the standout kills? For the franchise?
And
we should have a separate episode on that. By the way,
yeah, we should.
All of that,
like a top 5
like kills.
Deaths. Maybe that'll be a Patreon exclusive.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let us know.
And rank the premonition, the opening scenes.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. Yeah, for sure.
All
okay,
right. Yeah,
cool.
I'm down for that.
So, is that all we want to say without going into spoilers?
I think so. Yeah,
there's not a whole lot. Yeah. Tony Todd makes an appearance.
Oh yeah,
that's what I was talking about. Candyman.
Candyman, yeah.
That's why I didn't know if that was a spoiler or not. So, Candyman.
Yeah.
And so that's why I was Candy Katrina. That's what I thought you were referencing.
No. Not at all.
And he is ridiculous and just so stupid, so weird.
He loves his job a little bit too much. I don't know.
Yes.
Tony Todd or the guy?
I think a little bit of both. Yeah. That was a lot. Okay, so this has been
we got to give our rating.
Gosh, guys, we need our rating.
Katrina, what are
you doing over here? I don't even know my rating. Joel, what are you giving it?
That's not even how we're gonna have it anyway. High. It's like a 99 for me. No, a near perfect movie. No,
if it wasn't 2024,
exactly. That's right. I have to hard on my movies.
We're in 2024 now, so
that's right.
No matter when this came out.
Yeah. Man, I don't really know because this is the first of 5, so like I don't want to give it too high because it's not my favorite of the franchise. So no, it's not. No,
okay. I am excited.
It's at least one more higher than this one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna. I just always have so much fun with these movies. I'm gonna give it an 85.
Wow. Okay, Joel. Joel's coming in big.
I'm going 81.
Wow.
Okay. I'll go 81. Largely nostalgia and the fun. Like, even though it's bad, like we were laughing. We were having a good time with it.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, and it's like, and we were questioning things like, why would they say that, or why would they do that?
But
like,
is that good?
But it was funny.
I'm like,
I don't know.
It's-
I don't think it's a very serious movie.
No, it's not
I mean,
supposed
how
to be
can it
serious.
be a
It's
serious
I,
movie?
I
with
think
those,
Devin
like-
Sawa took it pretty seriously.
No, Tony Todd did.
Tony Todd definitely
Todd
took his
did.
part serious.
Yeah,
He was in a
and
different
I-
movie altogether. In this.
yeah. I think him and Devin Sawa took it very
Yeah.
seriously.
Well, they're
they were-
the biggest actors of this movie, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're actors.
Of course. Okay. Well, I won't be too hard on it, but I'm gonna give it a 78.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Nice.
78. Yeah. I don't think it quite deserves a B yet for me.
Yeah.
And maybe because it's not as nostalgic for me. Like, I remember thinking, oh yeah, I remember liking Final Destination, but I didn't remember any of it.
Mm.
Except for the final scene was like
Yeah.
the main thing
That
that,
was
I
what she
remembered.
remembered. Well, when we were gonna watch it, she's like, "Oh yeah, doesn't
wait,
it
don't-
end with like a plane crash?" I'm
Oh.
like, "What?" That's
And
like-
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
knew that
I
there was
did
a plane
not
crash.
remember,
Oh,
but I
man.
remembered the end scene.
Yeah.
Like completely.
Yeah.
And so I didn't remember much of the movie. It wasn't that nostalgic for me, but like I said, like I was older.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like as
Mhm.
oh my gosh, this is my childhood kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Like-
Well, I don't think it was mine. I don't think I saw it until I was in high school. So I didn't.
Yeah, because you
I
were older
didn't-
too. Danny was a young buck.
I was 13.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I was 14 when this movie came out. But even then, I don't think that I didn't see it in theaters. I probably didn't see it until end of high school. I don't even remember when I saw this movie the first time. So yeah, it's not really. I've seen it a whole like a lot of times over the years. But I wouldn't say that it was really necessarily nostalgic for me. I just have a lot of fun with these movies.
Yeah.
So, some of them are definitely better than
Yeah.
others.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
But-
gonna get into Final Destination 2 next.
Yeah,
so
we are.
that one is gonna be fun to talk about.
But
Yeah.
for now, this is where we come to a close
Yes.
because it has been scary.
It has been scary. If you want to talk with us more, come over to our Patreon to discuss more of this movie.
Yep. So yeah, go to Patreon and you can listen to the spoilers Final Destination. Otherwise, we will talk with you next time.